From the moment I put this tank on the list, I knew that this was the one that was going to be picked. Either this one or the Panzer 1C. But what is now the attraction? What is the attraction of the T49 with the derp gun? Because you've got terribly long aim time, you've got terrible dispersion, you've got terrible reload. So what is it? 910 910 alpha damage with a high explosive gun. The Rheinmetall Panzerwagen sure felt this. The RE251 is gonna feel it. They're 9 of the same tank, and we cannot pen him for some reason because we hit the mantlet or the gun. Unlucky, but that is it. The potential to do 910 damage if you pen a shot. I have to say though, my apologies for the first 2 games in frame drop. I was actually recording the wrong way. I wasn't recording water tanks, I was recording my monitor, which by that point had water tanks on it, so I didn't know that there was something wrong. So frame drop actually is a bit more there for the first 2 games before I finally noticed. So I'm here aiming for the T54 and thinking he's not going to drive out. I want to move, so the bat chat pops up. Giant pineapple that my reticle was. I still hit him for 400 and I believe 18 or 19 damage. So yes, good stuff. Again, I'm aiming for the bat chat. I'm thinking that he's gonna drive out, but he expected me. So no shot on the bat chat there. But like I said, this tank gun is terrible. It was actually a rocket launcher. It was the XM551, I do believe, rocket launcher. And again, the same thing happens. I want to go in, maybe shoot the batch at the side, and then the VK4502B pops up. And I'm like, God damn it. Then the T54 gets a shot at me, and I shoot the rock to next me. So, terrible trades there. But we're not going to keep it at that. The VKB is not using the big gun, not the 490 alpha, but the 320, which means that he might have a good reload, but low alpha. At that point, I can actually out-trade him. Thinking about it, because I do more damage with my high explosives than he will with his AP gun. We don't pen the bat chat, but that does put him on a 1-shot, and there he goes. Now I noticed there's no one spotting our behinds. Our base is lost. The Rheinmetall Panzerwagen that we shot earlier might be actually coming close to us, and there he is. And I don't think he expected me here to be here either. So we drive in and derp him. Now I am going to have to be the one to reset the cap circle. All I can hope now is that the Jaegeru doesn't sit on that corner to shoot me as I drive past, and I'm gonna have to hope that this T49, if he's using the derp gun, that he won't pen me before I pen him. So this is going to be it. This is going to be, I mean, not the game-winning kill, but it will make it a whole lot easier for us to actually win it, because our team doesn't want to cap. And I kind of panic, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, oh shit, he's using the derp, I've gotta shoot this! But I do hit him and I do kill him. 268 version 4 versus Jaegeru. I didn't think I would only do 140, and again, apologies for the frame drop. And the last shot of the game tracks him and he dies. And yeah, good shit, man. T49. Fjords! And we actually got the good spawn, and that will bring a whole lot of... Oh, look at that. Oh, just... I was aiming, shoot him! Oh, yeah, we don't have to aim. I mean, we have Eisenhower and his weird fingers touching our shells and pointing them in the right direction. Straight afterwards, though, there's a 257 that is gonna be behind us. And my team is not really here to support me, so I have a shot on him. I'm like, I can shoot him in the side and do minimal damage, or I can shoot him in the engine deck and pen another shot. And this is why this game won't be long. For me, at least. Yeah. My team put no one on the corner to stop people from pushing around, so the email just comes up and I have to run, and I die like a terrible, terrible guy. Hey, you want to hear the sound of a computer crashing? My heart fell out my asshole when I heard that, but it kept on recording, it kept on playing, the computer kept on working. So, we lost the game, but at least I can still play. Another short game here on the sandiest river of them all. I make mistakes in this game. I have the most hilariously bad RNG in this game, But at least, I get to see some enemies. So let's see it all play out. We poke this hill and we spot just about, 10 enemy tanks. And then this bastard is like, yeah, I'm gonna poke over and shoot you. And I'm like, I'm gonna just get close and miss you point blank. And I'm like, okay, well, this is it. I get tracked. I think I have a big repair kit, but I don't. So I repair my ammo rack for some reason. And I die. Hey, Phil. You wanna... Maybe, I don't know. Stop dying! Yes, okay, fine. I'll stop dying within the first 2 minutes of the game. T55A, shoot him, miss him. Oh-ho spotted, Scorpion G spotted. They're not a big threat yet. We're back into the bush after we go unspotted. And the super pushing goes in. I'm like, yes, do it. Please show me your edge deck. So that's a pretty good shot if I say so myself. I got spotted here by the T55A. And I'm like, might be a bad idea to now go into that bush. So give it a few seconds. I think I am unspotted by now. But, oh, was I wrong? Oh, was I wrong? 1306 damage from a Type 4 heavy firing normal HE. Which means that with his 1100 alpha, he rolled high by about 204. Lucky to him. We have an OO in our sights, and I know he's going to drive out. I know he's going to do it. But RNG was like, hey, no. So yeah, from this point on, I just sit here. I just sit in this OP camoed bush, and I'm like, hey, look at that Scorpion G. And then I'm like, hey, look at the name of that Scorpion G. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna have to shoot this Scorpion G. But I don't pen him. 425 damage later, he dies. But not to our hand. The Type 4 heavy that put his big shot into us. I'm gonna punish him. First I'm gonna track him and do a little bit of damage to him. But he is too slow to escape our tremendous long reload. And he eventually does die to our hand. We got our revenge on him. Even though it might not be the same amount of damage he did to us. We get the back of this WZ after artillery stuns us. Don't pen it. Nope. No, we don't pen it. And I was like, I'm totally gonna pen this shot and then we're gonna just casually aim at this T55A. But we don't pen it and I'm like, no, I might actually die here. But we escape. And now for the most quality damage in this game. We hit his gun and do 69 damage, kids. Let's all have a fat giggle about the 69. Let's go. The T55A tries to escape, but not today. Oh, come on, that should have penned. That was a total, extremely guaranteed pen that was, but it just wasn't. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm not going to push that flank, because that is corridor fighting, and in a light tank, that's terrible for you. So I'm going to shoot this Comet in the middle instead. Now, he's got an E25 friend, he's got a T28 HTC friend, so I should know. My brain should know that they're camping in the back in his own base. So why do I poke my ass? Why do I drive out and not stay in cover? Why are they still shooting me? The Comet, the T54 lightweight, E25. All shoot me and I lose more than half my health and I lose my gunner. But I bring him back and instead I go to a bit more of a covered position where I can still shoot the Comet and actually be safer from the enemy because they're not in my view range, or at least I'm not in their view range. So we go sit in a bush just like last game. And just wait for the Comet to make the mistake this time. And trust me, he will make the mistake. Because he has no idea that we are here. So he dies! And then a whole bunch of nothing happens. Literally a whole bunch of nothing. So I decide, let's drive through the middle. Let's do what the Comet and the SP1C on the enemy team tried. And see if we can make it work out for us instead. And so far, I have to say, we're quite successful. We poke up, maybe we can spot something camping in their base. I mean, I do spot something in their base on the wrong side of where I was aiming. So we spotted T49. I mean, he is bottom tier, but still a heavy tank camping in your own base. You are so much better off, the Skoda T50 is using your gun depression and your terribly good mantlet. Anyway, he's camping in base, so don't mind if we shoot him and get some spotting on him. We don't track him, but that's fine. We got... wow, it's a lot of spotting we had now. 677 on the T29 and 187 on the T28 HTC. The T28 HTC dies. T29 fires, but not on us, so that means we can go in. I actually want to go and kill this E25. Because, I mean, he might be bottom tier in... Actually, he is tier 7 in the tier 9 with premium matchmaking. Alright, he's in a platoon with the Comet and the T28 HTC. He does die, but not to us. Which means that we could go and kill the French tank destroyer, the AMX CD. And from this point out, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna edit anything. I'm just gonna let the game play and talk for itself. I'm just gonna talk what I was thinking. And I'm like, oh yes, CDC, come to Papa. Do it. And high explosive lands on the ground next to me. Now, look, there's no artillery. Oh, it's a Panther 88. And the CDC lost too much health. And if I can get the side or the back of this Panther, that we might actually be able to pen him. So that's exactly what we're going to do. He might be turned towards us, but he isn't. So we pen him for about 700 damage. And that's it. That is a T49 with the derp. Next week. Voting is in the description.